Okay, so on to the next track in Sonia's Anthems, man. For those of you who didn't see the last reaction, I just dropped one. I did say I am catching up everything in July. So I know I've got Michael, Vicky, Sammy, Sonia. Sammy's almost finished, so then at least that will be out the way, and then we'll wrap up with Sonia. I know it seems like we're only doing Sammy and Sonia. It's just because they've got the most. So I'm just getting those out the way, and then we're doing Michael, then we're doing Vicky, then we're doing Campbell Cravens as well, and we're doing Khaza as well. All of those will be finished inside of July. I promise you, I'm committing to having them completely done inside of July. I'm not doing anything else but those requests. By the 1st of August, all your requests will be caught up, and then I'm going to be going away for a bit, and I'll be back to YouTube. I don't know, God knows when. I'll let you guys know at some point. But anyway, let's get into it. This is Cat Stevens, father and son. There is a message over here from Sonia that says Yusuf Islam, commonly known as his stage name Cat Stevens. Yusuf Cat Stevens is a British singer, songwriter, and musician. He has sold more than 100 million records, has more than 2 billion streams. His musical style consists of folk, rock, pop, and late in his career, Islamic music. I have heard of Cat Stevens before. I've heard of the name. I don't know much of his discography. If I know the song, I'll obviously let you know, but I haven't heard of Cat Stevens in, I don't know, decades now. He wasn't, when I was a kid, he was a name that was floating around quite a bit, but haven't heard of much of his. But I know some of his tracks were iconic, so I might recognize one or two, but we've never dived into anything of his. We don't know any of the lyrics. Not the kind of artist that I ever had on my playlist either. So let's see what we got over here. Father and son, Cat Stevens, let's go.
It's not time to make a change. Just relax, take it easy. You're still young, that's your fault. There's so much you have to know. Find a girl, settle down. If you want, you can marry. Look at me, I am old, but I'm happy. I was once like you are now, and I know that it's not easy to be calm when you found something going on. But take your time, think a lot. Why, think of everything you've got, for you will still be here tomorrow, but your dreams may not.
Okay, so obviously I know the song. This is definitely one of Cat Stevens' most iconic tracks over here. This is literally a message from a father to a son. And he's literally kind of imparting wisdom onto his son because he's lived those years, right? And he's like, you young, you don't know the world. You haven't seen the world for what it is. And you know what? I'm just letting you know, slow it down. You know what I mean? Enjoy your life. Be grateful for what you have. It's a beautiful message from the father to a son. So beautiful song. Obviously, I do recognize obviously that guitar sample over there from a while ago. I haven't heard the song in yonks. When I say yonks, we're talking about 2 decades over here. I haven't heard this song, all right? But I do know that this was one of his more iconic songs. Absolutely beautiful song. Being a father, it hits, right? Having a father, it hits. So basically, it would hit everyone. Anyway, carry on.
How can I try to explain? When I do, he turns away again. It's always been the same old story. From the moment I could talk, I was ordered to listen. Now there's a way, and I know that I have to go away. I know I have to go.
Oh, the guitar in this is amazing. Oh, the guitar in this is beautiful. also one of those songs that they played in a lot of movies or maybe some commercials and things like that. I'm not entirely sure. I do remember this being quite popular, kind of like out there in the public eye, on the TV screens or on commercials. I think, I'm not entirely sure, right? I might be wrong, but it's definitely one of his most iconic, for sure. I don't know anything of Cat Stevens, and I know this song. This was literally archived in the back of my memory. It's crazy how music that really does stand the test of time, really good music, right? Even though you don't hear it for like 2 decades, somehow just sort of plugs into the back of your head, and it's almost like when you hear it again, it just all of a sudden your brain's like, oh shit. It almost takes you back to that moment where you heard it many years ago. I can't vividly remember where I was, got a vague idea of that period of time in my life, right? But it's crazy how that does play on the memory.
It's not time to make a change. Just sit down, take it slowly. You're still young, that's your fault. There's so much you have to go through. Find a girl, settle down. If you want, you can marry. Look at me, I am old, but I'm happy.
At least.
All the times that I've cried, keeping all the things I knew inside. It's hard, but it's harder to ignore it. If they were right, I'd agree, but it's them they know, not me. Now there's a way, and I know that I have to go away. I know I have to go.
So I also I'm not entirely sure if this is literally just the son sort of growing up and the son sort of like leaving the nest and going to have to sort of make his own life, or if it has some sort of connection to war and whatever else. I wouldn't be able to tell you because I don't really know the entire sort of concept of the song, but you do sometimes get some of those tones in this track. But anyway, I think this track is absolutely beautiful, definitely is iconic for a reason. But you guys let me know what you think down below. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.